Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous. Anonymous sent in a general contribution, which I'm going to use for this video. So, those of you who are online and are aware of some of the stuff that's going on with some of these online porn sites like P0rnhub and child sex trafficking and rape and the videos that are up there, you've probably heard that, you know, these companies don't do anything about it. They're reported, the victims report them, and yet the videos stay up. So apparently there was another James O'Keefe style, not him, undercover sting on one of the on the technical product manager at MindGeek, and MindGeek is the owner of P0rnhub. Caught on camera, damning admissions of a P0rnhub senior employee captured by Ardent Young with sound investigations. C-suite execs were confronted by employees about loophole used by rapists and traffickers. They said they don't care. I haven't seen this, so I'm like, all right, if I just found it, let's see where it goes.
How are you going to tell me, like, who's in that video of the girl's not showing her face? Like, that wouldn't hold in court. That would be the loophole that I always, like, I look at that and I'm like, that's stupid, but everybody is just kind of rolling with it.
Why don't they just roll with it? Why don't they say something?
It costs money.
Who exploits the loophole?
Fucking everybody. Everyone. You make a lot of money.
So they're exploiting a loophole to leave up child rape, child trafficking, and the like, because there's just too much money to be made.
Rapists use it, or?
Of course. We've brought it up to the CPO, we brought it up to the CLO, and they're both telling us it's all good. And the CPO is especially telling us, like, fuck off, it's all good. Like, stop.
So they know the risk.
Shut up. No, like, stop.
Don't tell us, we know it, but there's just too much money to be made. That people are getting raped, children are getting raped. Unbelievable.
I'm not gonna get caught. It's fine.
But what if, like, the government was to find out about this loophole? What would they do?
I don't know. They're not gonna do shit. They'll do nothing. Because they're dumb. They don't know shit.
Government's not gonna do a shit because they're dumb and they don't know shit, and they really don't care. Because a lot of them are probably involved in it anyway.
They're not qualified to identify the loophole.
Meet Mike Farley. Farley is a product manager at P0rnhub who has been working at P0rnhub for more than 10 years. In fact, Farley tells our undercover reporter he was one of P0rnhub's first employees.
I stick around because when we first made the site, there was, like, when I got hired there was 6 people. And now we're like 300.
Wait, 10 years ago there were 6 people at P0rnhub?
Yeah.
P0rnhub is the most trafficked pornography website and one of the most trafficked websites overall in the world. P0rnhub is commonly called a tube site, allowing the general public to upload videos. P0rnhub's parent company, MindGeek, now rebranding as ALO, owns many big-name porn sites. News reports and lawsuits have claimed P0rnhub is complicit in abusers uploading illegal videos, and P0rnhub has publicly claimed to have cleaned up its site. We sent an undercover journalist to talk with Mike Farley and other MindGeek employees to get the truth. Watch the following admissions.
Do you think anything slips through the cracks?
Of course. 100%.
How?
I don't know, because it's stupid. Because at the end of the day, it's like, how are you gonna tell me, like, who's in that video of the girl's not showing her face? You're like trying to match boobs and birthmarks on their butts and stuff. Like, you're trying to, I know this guy's dick, man. That's definitely this guy. Like,
so someone could still lie and get around it?
Because it's stupid. Because it's like, I could be a content uploader, and the only thing you need from me is, like, you don't need a picture of my dick, you need an ID, right? You need my driver's license, which has my face on it. It has just my face on it.
So unless you have an ID, they're saying there's no way to really identify who's in these pornographic videos.
You don't see my body on it. And now my videos never have my face.
Yeah.
But you have to be like, no, like, that guy's body and his dick matches his face. Like, that's what compliance people are basically saying. But it's like, try to, like, that wouldn't hold in court, you know what I mean? Like, that's so subjective. It's not factual, it's your opinion.
Why would you work here? Why would you want to work at a place like this? For 10.5 years, mind you.
You think that? Okay.
Wow,
You can't really guarantee that. That would be the loophole that I always, like, I look at that and I'm like, that's stupid, but everybody is just kind of rolling with it.
Why don't they just roll with it? Why don't they say something?
It costs money. It would be counterintuitive to the business.
So, because there's a lot of money in child pornography and sex trafficking, they want to ignore it and exploit the loophole.
You basically don't want to make your company more compliant than it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because that
With children.
it's just wasted money. Like, not only does it cost money to make it compliant, you're reducing the income because of that too. You're spending money on making less money.
Pornhub allows anyone to upload pornographic videos as long as the person uploading shows an ID, such as a driver's license. However, Farley describes a major loophole. These supposedly verified uploaders can upload videos of people without showing their faces, and Pornhub does not verify these videos contain consenting adults. These uploaders can then monetize these videos to gain a share of Pornhub's ad revenue. Our journalist later asked if abusers actually use this loophole.
Who exploits the loophole?
Fucking everybody. Everyone. You make a lot of money. So for example, like, I could sign up tomorrow, I submit my ID, I'm putting all my real identification, my bank account and everything, and now I just rip content from other people where it's like, this guy's like body and his dick look like it could be mine based on my face. I don't know, some shit like that, right? Like, okay, I'm tall, I'm slim, okay, this guy, okay, whatever, he looks kind of similar. I can just rip those videos, upload them as my own, and the people who review my video would probably be like, this is him.
So it's like YouTube, but for porn. Wonderful.
The video. And be like, it's close enough. And now I'm gonna make thousands of dollars. I didn't do shit. It's just an easy way to make money.
What's like the worst that could happen with a loophole like that?
Including for who?
I mean,
Us?
do rapists use it, or?
Of course.
What about like?
Knowing they know rapists use it. They use the loophole, but they don't want to do anything about it. Why? Because it's going to cost them money. It's bad for business. I told you, child sex trafficking, child abuse, it's business. It's currency to these people.
Human traffickers or something. Like, could they use that loophole?
To do what? To make money? Of course.
Yeah.
We've had content partners like,
Fuck the money. It's sex traffickers. It's a crime. It's child abuse. Forget the money apart. It's sexual abuse of minors.
of course.
You can get that.
Who these content partners are, we're still trying to find out. Farley says he has brought up this loophole to officers of the company, but even the chief product officer has told him to, quote, shut up.
You said there's a
lot more where that came from.
a loophole where it's obvious that faces on IDs,
Yeah.
you can't match the body.
But that's not this is more like, that's a business decision at the VP level.
The VP.
Like the CPO knows, and as long as like we made a meeting where we're like, yo, like it's like kind of sketch, man, and he's just like, yeah, well, like that's what we're saying, like it's okay. Like that.
Wait, he said what?
Like he's basically saying it's okay, because like
What's okay?
because the CPO of the company is like the chief product officer, so he just wants to make money as much as possible and grow his product. And then you have Matt Scalici, who's like the VP chief legal officer, so it's like CLO, I guess. And his job is like putting sticks in this guy's wheels, you know what I mean? By being like, yo, that's not okay, yo, that's not okay. Like, he's the one on the, he's got the foot on the brake, and the other guy's got the foot on the gas, you know? And obviously, like, the CPO is not gonna do anything more compliant than is asked by the CLO, right? And this isn't something that the CLO is worried about.
Underage.
Well, not that vaguely, but like the specific issue of like people's driver's license or like their IDs that are telling us like who you are. Like, you're giving me your driver's license, it can be just your face. I don't know what your body looks like, right? And now on a video, I'm supposed to like assume that it's you or not you.
Oh, so that's, so they're assuming, I see, when you give your ID, they're assuming it's you in the video. And they have no way to verify. So all you got to do is get some kind of ID, post it up there for with your banking information, and boom, that's it. So underage, all that, all of it.
Based on your body, but maybe you're not showing your face in video, which is very common, right? It's adult content. A lot of people making thousands, they're never showing their face, but their ID is just their face. You can't ask somebody to upload your like head to toe naked ID. Like,
why not? If they wanna upload themselves supposedly fucking on cam, why shouldn't they? If they're uploading live videos of them having sex, then why shouldn't they ask for full naked pictures of these people so they could verify it's them in the video?
You can't ask that. Like, legally, you can't ask that.
So the VP's okay with
the CLO is not, like, to him, it's not, I guess it's not a concern. Like, it's not something he's imposing on the CPO. We think it's fucking retarded, so we've brought it up to the CPO.
So then why are you working there? So then why are you working there for 10.5 years, you scumbag?
We brought it up to the CLO, and they're both telling us it's all good. And the CPO is especially telling us, like, fuck off, it's all good. Like, stop.
So they know the
like,
risk.
Shut up, you know? Because the CPO is, like, he's our boss, basically. And we're supposed to not worry about the compliance and legal side. We're supposed to operate within the guidelines given to us by them. But if they fuck up...
Right, but the guidelines are bullshit. So from the legal aspect and the product aspect, like the legal aspect is like basically like defense lawyers instead of actually protecting anybody's safety. And the product officer don't give a shit as long as it makes money. Shut up, stop asking questions, or we're not going to make as much money.
We're not supposed to like help them regulate us.
Why would you want to work at a place that does this, bro, for 10.5 years? Why?
You know, we're like regulating ourselves based on our own logic because it wasn't imposed on us by them, you know, but we're like just using my fucking head. Like, this is fucking I wouldn't be able to defend this in court, you know? Tell me, defend this. Tell me this is good. And they're like, yeah, it's all good. Like, all right. You know, sorry, CPO is like, yeah, just, it's all good, man, don't worry. So we're like, alright. But we made like a recorded meeting of that. So if ever shit hits the fan, on record, me and my boss Ramsey, we definitely identified that as being.
Okay.
So you recorded it. You didn't record it so you could go to the authorities. You recorded because you didn't want to give up your gravy train. You recorded it in case shit goes bad and you could say, oh, well, we brought it up to him. And yet you did nothing. And yet you sat on it just to protect your own ass, not giving one fuck about the children getting raped, about the women getting trafficked, about the young boys getting trafficked. None of it. None of it. Scumbag. Greater Montreal, of course. Of course. Montreal, of course.
We're being like, a lot of people like at my level and up, we have like depositions. You have to go to like court. And like people of like the government, they want to know like, how does this shit work? What's happening over here? Luckily, I haven't had to do that.
Gosh, yeah.
We have like corporate lawyers that like brief you on what to say. They're basically always just saying, I don't know.
So why haven't you gone to the authorities yourself? You scumbag. You fucking scumbag.
Even if they do know.
Pretty much.
Here's the thing: these guys, they're dumb. Like, how is it these guys haven't figured out when they're on hidden camera? They just spit. It don't matter if it's James O'Keefe or one of his investigators, or this is another Sound Investigations. They have no idea, and they just tell because it's like they're proud of it. You tell this to a girl on a date, and what do you think? You think you're gonna get? I don't know what that says about women, that he thinks that this must have worked for him in the past, telling women about this shit. Because otherwise, why would he be spilling it?
Who would it?
Well, it's like they have to ask a very. They have to, like, if they ask you a big question, you can like get away by saying you don't know because you don't know all the answers to the big question. But if they ask you a specific question that you know the answer to, you can't lie. But like, you play on the way they ask the question to be able to plead the fifth, kind of thing.
God, I hate lawyers. I hate fucking lawyers. I hate them so much because they're sadists. They're legal sadists. They like to see how they could twist the law and make it. Even though it's child sex trafficking, it's still, it's they're keeping it vague. So technically, by the law, isn't that great? Oh, bunch of sadists.
It's all just stupid.
While Farley seems afraid of going to court, Pornhub seems to think it won't get caught.
What if, like, the government was to find out about this loophole? What would they do?
Oh no! Again. Oh. Looks like the internet went out again.
Said that it.
Wait a minute.
What if, like, the government was to find out about this loophole? What would they do?
I don't know. They're not gonna do shit. They'll do nothing. They're dumb. They don't know shit.
Not only are they dumb, they're a bunch of degenerate perverts themselves. Who do you think's going to Epstein's Island? What do you think? It's just fucking randos going to Epstein's Island, flying on jets, and politicians, oligarchs, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton. How many of them? Yeah, they're not going to do shit. Not because they're dumb. Because they're in on it.
They're not qualified to identify them.
Probably because they're in some of the videos. Maybe that's why.
They already did their investigation. They were satisfied. They technically checked and said that it's all good. So they can't really go back on that. We didn't
Sure they can. What, you can't go back and reinvestigate? Are you insane?
change it.
So then if they can't go back and check again, then what did you record your boss for, for insurance? Just in case, if there's nothing they can do to you. That's bullshit.
So if they knew what you knew now, would they be satisfied?
Yeah. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know. Why? You work for the government or something?
Finally, Farley presents an obvious solution.
Finally, yeah, I think he figures out.
But says Pornhub's profits come first.
But what's the solution then? What's your solution? What should be happening that's not?
You should have content up that you can identify the person.
So then why have you been working there for 10 and a half years, scumbag?
How would you do that?
Huh?
How would that be done?
Because they would lose a lot of money. That's why they don't want to do it. Which is fine. I'm not saying it's the wrong answer.
I'm not saying it's the wrong answer. Knowingly having videos of children being raped, young boys, young girls, women being trafficked, forced into sex slavery, probably shit being recorded without people's knowledge, and then being put up there by some fucking randos who put a driver's license or some piece of identification up. Under the guise it's them in the video. And he's bragging about it. Unbelievable.
It's for them to call the shots. If I was in their position, I'd probably do what they're doing too. I'd be like, it's all good. I'm not gonna get caught. It's fine.
I'm not going to get caught. It's fine. The only reason he recorded anything was to save his own ass, not to do the right thing. That's crazy. I told you this is how these people barter with each other. This is how they gain currency with each other. This is how they control each other. Yeah, he recorded it to save his own ass. Just in case shit gets out. Well, I'm glad shit got out like this. 10.5 years working for these scumbags. And oh no, well, I called it out and I have it on video, me and my boss. Well, good for you. Who did you take it to? Did you take it to any of the authorities? Did you take it to the fucking Mounties up in Canada, scumbag? Did you call the FBI here? Did you do it? No, he did none of it. Said he brags and said I would have done the same thing. Who was Epstein trafficking to? Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison. Yeah, you don't know one person off that goddamn client list, do you? Who was she trafficking to? It's all big business, and it's disgusting, and nobody is protecting the children. Not online, not in the schools, not anywhere. Absolutely horrific. So, thank you to Anonymous for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.